in the arms of the angels. Fly away from here. You spend all your time waiting to talk to the manager.
Welcome back, guys, to episode 3 of the TRASSCAST.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Oh, hello. I like that Wes looked at me like,
I'm going to do this every time, Tracy, okay? Like, I'm just going to let you know, like, every time.
Eventually, he's going to get, like...
Eventually, like, I'm going to not even have to look. Like, I'm just going to, like, go to look and just be, like, just blown away by it.
It happens, okay? Like,
okay, like, you're shifting my environment, and I don't like it. Don't move so much, please.
Let me get in here. Make sure I'm in the shot.
dude, I'm over here getting
You're over here getting attacked by little Charlie. For the folks at home, that's little Charlie, little Charles Manson.
I'm allergic. No
he's
big
allergic,
deal.
You know, he's...
You should have locked up the cats, damn it.
Hey, so, I mean, are you going to,
Am I going to what? Oh, yeah, start the timer.
that might be helpful for us.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're just off by like a minute. Really, we just...
It's
Look,
okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
So, like, just look straight off the bat. I just wanted to. There was a conversation earlier that was had, and we just need to clear the air on this one.
Let's clear the air.
All right, so, you know, I've sometimes been referred to as J Daddy. You know, Jessica's been called Granny. You know, but you know,
Jessica and I had a lovely
that's not all you've been
conversation
called,
about
but we can continue.
that's do what?
That's not all you've been called, but we can continue.
I've been called many things by many different people, and some, huh?
Bum.
Yeah.
Fucking bum.
Nobody.
I can hear your arteries clogging from over here.
Yeah. Anyways.
Nobody.
So you know, Wes, you don't have one. So I mean, you know, I'm just wondering, you know, what would how would that go? I mean.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to be honest with you, I have no input on it because for a nickname to be given to me, I must have it given to me. You know?
Yeah, you can't pick your own
knight
nickname.
myself, okay? Like I'm not a fucking, you know, like go sit there and get knighted, you know.
I'm not saying pick your own name. I'm
No.
saying like for like as for like gaming, like we should all have a nickname for the gaming.
Yeah.
Not our regular name. That's what I mean.
What, different than, like, Granny?
No, we already got them. Wes doesn't have one, and Chrissy doesn't have one. Yeah. So we were talking about it earlier, you know, after, you know, I got my ass raped about it. And then, you know, I said maybe like what?
That's insensitive to everyone out there that's gotten ass raped. Wow.
I'm so sorry for all the men.
Hey, dude.
And women, too.
Yeah, and women,
I was
too.
gonna say, why did you go straight to men? Like,
And non-binary, you fuckhead.
yeah.
God. Fuck, dude.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Fuck, get us canceled. Fucking third episode, and we're already fucking canceled thanks to J Daddy.
Well, look, here's the thing. I thought maybe like for Chrissy Boo.
And don't worry, I immediately was like, isn't that someone that you know's like significant other's name? Like,
I mean,
I was confused.
My
for a
thing
second.
is though, okay,
necessarily.
I would go with it, but then I need to know what's the backstory besides the fact she likes Boo. I mean, she's not fat like Boo
Because
you say she got a big ass mouth like Boo and she screeches like that. Like what the
Yes,
fuck, dude?
I can shove a whole medicine bottle in my mouth. Anyway.
No, I'm not.
I mean, in that case, then
No, I'm saying it because like a melatonin, like 900 pack.
Like that's what I was.
Yeah.
What
she
I
can
was
shove a
wondering.
creatine in there.
She could get this in there probably. That's crazy. Yeah, go ahead, try it.
No, I'm not doing it on
No. Save that for the Patreon.
Fit in her mouth.
That's a good segment. No, look, Boo for like the fact that she. Boo
man.
because she's shy,
But I'm a bitch.
But she also like is really talkative. So like you know, for example, when you know you turn around or whatever. And look, you know, it's like shy, right? But then whenever your back's turned, she's talking. I don't know.
That was a good attempt. I'm sorry. I mean, I'd rather go with her cackling and having a big mouth than being
we can go
shy.
with that, but I mean, it has to be a group effort. I'm not.
I mean, I'll go with it. I'll lay myself on the track for it. Fuck it.
I mean, like, there's King Boo. I don't want to be referred to as King Boo because, well, first of all, I'm not a king, and also I don't have a ding dong. But like
King with a ding.
Or king without a ding. There you go.
But you know, like instead of just because I feel like I don't hate it, but it's also like people refer to, like again, you know, in the isn't it Usher? You know, in the words
You
of
ain't
Usher.
gotta call me your boo.
Yeah, no, like you know,
Yeah.
my boo. Like I just feel like it's like
Oh, a pet name.
Yeah.
Thank you, pet name, which I loathe. Okay, I loathe them. I'm sorry. I'm that one bitch that's like, call me by my name. People like out there like, he called me by my government name. I want to break up with him. And I'm like, if he dare call me babe, I'm gonna be.
But I mean, like, it's different though. Like, you can't look at it as boo because the people try to be like, oh, that's a cute pet name. I'm like, oh, you like Mario too? Really?
Yeah.
You know, like, set them fucking straight. Set the record straight.
Yeah, and then I thought like maybe like Spazzy would be another one because she's
I mean, like.
I mean, you gotta be careful about that. You might get canceled using the word spaz.
I told him that.
which I was unaware of.
Lizzo, talking about how she's about to spaz out on the epileptics.
I was so unaware of that. I did not heard that
Well,
until
see,
today.
I haven't even heard about it with the epileptics because
think it was
I
the
heard
epileptics.
about with another group of people.
Who?
The autistic community, wasn't that what it was?
I don't know. I can't quote on that. I can only quote on the thing of saying is, you look up the fucking dictionary term, and then it's like, well, yeah, I was using it like that. Like, I was spazzing in the sense of that word, and it's like you got people that, may be affected by that said word, and they're like, oh, that's offensive to use it like that. It's like, look,
I mean,
we've been saying it forever. Like, I mean, I'm sorry that you find it offensive, but, like, you're going to have to just deal with it.
That's what I thought.
I've never even thought about it as like a bad word.
Listen, when I
was not, it wasn't a nickname, but I was referred and described as like spastic, like growing up, because like I was twitchy, but I was also referred to as Dory because I had no attention span and also no memory. So it was like, God, keep it together, Dory. I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay.
but back to the spazzy, the word spaz or whatever. When I went to school, and we were in school and stuff, and we went by, the special ed, class. I never called them spazzes. I don't understand. I would never have connected that. That's weird.
It is. Really
how would
weird.
somebody? How?
Because there are people out there that bully people who have disabilities.
Because on the fucking on the damn fucking 5 o'clock damn after school program to the award-winning Hallmark movie, you'll see fucking bullies like pick on kids throughout like generations of when this word was used a lot, or first used to, probably even now if they haven't all gotten rid of it. You can see examples of it like kids in school, aka the bully character being like, "Get out of here, spaz!"
Yeah,
or
spaz,
spaz, and it's usually the nerdy kid, and it's like,
and even still, like I don't see that as being offensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
really
either.
don't.
I mean, like, but then again,
like, the only time I can see it being offensive is literally if like somebody is like having a seizure and like they're like, oh, look at that guy spazzing. Like, yeah, okay, maybe get him.
I mean, why don't you just call him season? I mean, I just,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna go that far, be like, look at him season. It's like, what? What the fuck did you just say? You're like, what?
Well, anyways, the thing is, I was just thinking it would have to be something to do with her hyperactivityness, but I couldn't really think of any. So we should be on the lookout for one. Same for you.
Yeah.
I've been your friend your whole life. I don't even know what
The
to call you.
only nickname he referred to was something your dad used to call you, and I feel like it was derogatory. And I'm like, I'm literally not going to refer to him as
Well, I would never call him that. I was just telling you, like, for your informational purposes.
I mean, which one? Cheeks? Bobby Blacktooth? I mean,
Nips.
Nips?
Nipples.
Bobby?
Okay, why
Nipples.
why'd he call you Nips? What was up with that?
I have no idea.
It doesn't make
Your
sense.
nipples look normal. I've only seen him a
He's
couple
got.
times. but they
It
look
has
normal.
nothing to do with my nipples. I think it was just
I would hope not.
like, I don't know. Like he heard something off of a movie, and then somehow in his like
He
5-year-old
equated it to
mind,
you.
he equated it to me. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's my son Wes. I'm just gonna call him that. It's not gonna be offensive at all.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's
Well, I
weird.
mean,
like
you're
if
also
you
thinking
refer to
about
one of
the
his
you're also
nips.
thinking about the guy who thought it was funny to torment me with a Cabbage Patch doll and proceed to
Yeah.
call it a good guy doll,
Yeah, it
and
was-
maybe
it
like
was wild.
terrified
Your
of.
dad needs to see a psychiatrist. I want to know what's going on in his brain.
The thing about it is like his parents didn't do that, so I don't know where he got it from. So
But I don't.
I mean, I'm sure it's even worse nowadays with people from like the internet. That's
I mean,
what
everybody
it is.
picks on kids. I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I mean, we all do it,
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
fuck with kids. But like when you do it to an extent that like you're that fucked up by it, then it's like you definitely
Yeah.
like crossed the bar. It wasn't like, oh, I went a little too far. No, you already went too far.
It broke my heart when he told me that, and I'm just like, so you don't like Chucky? And he's like, no, I like Chucky now. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
It took him a long time. But he came
Yeah.
around.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I was like up until I was 13, like I'd even be okay with even looking at like a picture of Chucky or a Cabbage Patch fucking doll for that
It
matter.
used to be like spiders. Like
Yeah.
you should just be like,
It
nah,
wigged me the
I'm
fuck
good.
out. Yeah,
I'm good. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I would.
That's probably why I don't like frogs, because Scott, my stepdad, he would torment me with frogs.
I love frogs.
Well, see, I think they're cute, but I don't want to get
Chet
close
would
to
lock
them.
me out of the house if I caught one outside because, like, I always catch them and I name them something stupid like Sir Hoppington or something.
I mean, fuck, he was probably worried you'd kiss him and he'd turn into a prince and you'd get kicked out.
and then I'd kiss them, and I know that's gross, but I'm sorry, I've been kissing frogs since I was.
I mean,
you've
you've never gotten sick or anything from doing any of that.
no warts, nothing.
I mean, she was married to one. Fuck, come on.
Married to a wart? What? I'm just confused.
A frog wart? I mean,
I was married to a disease.
Okay.
No, but yeah, I love them, and like I would just be like, oh my god, just look at it, and he'd like lock me out and be like, put it down. I'm like, I'm not gonna bring it in the house, like I'm not stupid, like please look at
even
it.
if you did,
you're just a nature
Why
lover.
would you do that?
Like,
But back to what we're saying about what, like, so you know what West, we gotta come with West one for West too, though, you know.
yeah,
So.
his suggestion the house was dragon, but that's apparently because of Step Brothers. I was like, why the fuck would you go straight to dragon? Like, I'm confused. It was weird.
Call me Dragon.
Call me Nighthawk.
yeah. I'm Dragon.
Just dragon.
Anyways, that was. I just wanted to bring that up, and you know.
I mean,
Yeah,
like, no pressure. in the next,
definitely be something.
No, that's something.
to
And
think
plus,
about.
too, what about the viewers, you know, that may come
Do you
across
have
this? You know, do you have
for their
suggestions?
nicknames?
I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, anything. We would love for some comments
yeah,
or
you know.
some likes or some dislikes. Who cares? Whatever.
We know some of y'all watching, like,
Yeah,
drop a
man, you know,
comment.
you comment negatively, like J Daddy will comment back.
we'll just
Yeah, I will get you back.
we'll just clown. That's all we do.
Yeah, we clown it.
I couldn't remember the term. What's the term? Troll.
We're
Yeah.
down to clown. We troll the game strong on this one. Okay, well, so what were you gonna go with first before I cut you off rudely, Wes?
About what?
Where were we gonna start us off at?
With the podcast?
Yeah.
Before we went into this rabbit hole?
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to start with the elephant in the room or the fragment in the room? Should I say? You want to get that out of the way?
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the timer, like we got less than.
Don't think we got enough time to get into it just yet. We should do it on our second segment when we come back.
All right, how about this? How about let's explain that this movie is a different kind of trash, because I feel like there's like a scale of trash, and I think we could do it in what, 7 minutes maybe. You know what I'm talking about? Because like when you understand what I mean, because like, okay, Chillerama, right?
Yeah.
Fucking love Chillerama.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking straight trash.
Yeah.
But on the trash scale, that's like the good kind of trash. Like, there's like, with trash, it's not just like, oh, it's just a shitty ass thing. No, it's like, usually you kind of want to get shitty that you like. But then there's just like, it's so shitty that it's just like, it counts as trash. It's that bad. And that's what this movie that we had reviewed back in the day, that's what that is. It's like, basically, it's I almost would argue with myself on this, that it's like, is it really trash because it's that bad? And it's like, yes, it is, because it's done in such a fucking, like, such a shit way, like, but like, it's not like a shit way, like, oh, I hate it. It's not like The Mummy
Yeah.
with Tom Cruise, because that's not trash. That's just big budget bullshit.
I mean, I was thinking like more when you were saying all that. I was thinking like bottom of the barrel of trash.
Yes, because
just like
the way that
bottom.
movie is filmed, like I said, without spoiling anything,
Yeah.
the way that TF is filmed, like, you know, this motherfucker or people that were a part of this were like, we're doing this, we like this. This is edgy or whatever.
In what world does someone think that was a good idea? That's
Yeah,
why
they were like,
I said
that's so sick, Brad. Oh my god. That's
Exactly. Like, so we'll get into more of that, but
I just feel
but
like
that. Go ahead.
the story is there as
That's
like,
something.
as squiggly as it is to get there. It is there,
Yeah.
but like it's just done dumb. It's
Yeah.
like it could have been served justice, and it was like, again, like I said, they could have used the same actors, actresses that were in it, and then like did it differently.
technical difficulties. Yeah, but either way, we'll hold off until after the break.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
But yeah, wait, as you were saying,
got about, like,
wherever
5
you're going with
minutes
this,
But anyways, what I'm going with is, like, you gotta take in mind, when we talk about trash, like, it's not always god awful, you don't want to watch it, or it's like, it's done very awful and you do want to watch it.
Yeah.
And I'll get into more of that in a minute, but I think we'll go ahead and roll into break, and we'll catch you up in a minute. And welcome back from break number 1. You know, before we went to break, we were talking about some trash scalage, basically. Hopefully we'll get on some, like, better trash in another video, but let's go ahead and set the stage for this one. This was a topic we did, like a movie we had reviewed for, was it like our first podcast, I think, we ever started?
Movie Time with Josh.
Movie Time with Josh. Basically, it was just like Josh would just get extremely drunk, and that was fun, but... And then, like, we tried to do, like, really serious shit, and it didn't work out. I mean...
No matter what we did...
It was Trass,
yeah.
and that's where Trass was born, like...
Yeah, Trass was born with Movie Time with Josh.
Yeah.
So, like, we basically started it with that, and it's just... It's such a fucking terrible movie. I mean, I really don't want to...
Just imagine that. Imagine no matter what the platform that we presented it in, it was still as equally shitty. Imagine that.
I think at one point, like, I did try to watch somebody review it, and it was just, like, their review was so shitty, and it's like, they do really good movie reviews, but, like, you can't review this movie in a well...
Oh, do I need to do, like, LSD to get it? Or what? Because, like, or would it just be just shitty, you know?
I guess you have to be some kind of, like, person that's just into that kind of artsy-fartsy crap.
It ain't fucking artsy-fartsy.
I mean, you know...
Is that like a nod to me?
I don't know. They say 1 in 4 people like the fucking Tracey Fragments.
And I am the one. And I'm proud of that, okay?
1 in 4 have miscarriages, and then 1 in 4 like Tracey Fragments.
Yeah.
Fucking watch that, you'll have a miscarriage.
So the setup for this one is that, you know, we have the new cast member, Chrissy, that, you know, she coming in, she's never watched it before, and so...
That was my hazing.
I seen it on the shelf. I seen it on the shelf, and I was like... Let's do it. And
yeah, and I forgot to fucking mention that, like, real quick, though. If the people at home, you know, notice, like, we've got a little bit better lighting. I think we meant to say this in the first, and we'll get right back to what Josh was saying, but he said the shelf, and if you'll look over there, yes, the shelf, the trash shelf, I know it's hard to see, and
I might
don't worry about those Dr. Pepper cans in that food, you know, that's all...
That's trash.
That's trash, not trash.
I might
the rest is trash.
I might take a picture and upload it on our Facebook page so you can go check out like more closely at what's on there.
Yeah, you know, get a taste of it. But yeah, I wanted to throw that out there, you know. Still got the shitty snowballs, you know, but our lighting's good.
So
Yetis are so much better.
There's probably there's probably better lighting out there, Wes. You just haven't discovered it.
Probably
Gotta
better
get in touch with the right
podcasts
people,
out there
you know?
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know there is.
But
Some might say heavenly.
I mean, are you riffing to it or not?
so that was a setup. So, you know, I feel like it was a setup for failure, truly, but we did it anyways. And now here we are to talk about it.
Funny enough, though, real quick, I'm sorry to make you
you're good. I'm good.
That wasn't the breaking episode, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Psycho, remember, or Psycho 2 was the breaking episode. That was the episode that, like, stopped Movie Time with Josh.
Why?
Because we all just had, like, a
Y'all
falling
didn't
out.
take it serious enough.
Yeah.
Y'all tried to rip my movie apart.
I was drunk as fuck.
Masturbates.
Yeah,
You know, like...
You weren't there, Chrissy. It's okay.
No, but I mean, isn't that the whole plan there? I mean,
See, the thing is, we were born for this kind of material that you watch it now, but at that time, we were trying to actually be serious. You know, I'm sure there's podcasts out there, like Josh just said, that you actually, you know,
Yeah, like we
take
watch
serious,
good movies
you know.
and bad movies, but
Yeah, and I mean, we just...
I considered Psycho 2 to be a good movie, and they did not, and they trashed it.
It has to be.
I would die on that hill.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
It's a beautiful film.
So let's just start off. So what was your first thoughts on it, Chrissy? How'd you like it?
well, for me, it was the fragments, the literal fragments they showed you, and the repetition. How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know? Like, what? Okay, like, what the fuck? Like, literally, the only likable person in that whole movie. I'm sorry, and for people out there, Ellen Page is in it. I know that they're Elliot Page now, but back in those times,
For this purpose, you know, we'll refer to Elliot as Ellen.
Yeah, they were Ellen, and yeah. So okay, cool. Anyway, the only likable character was the guy, the wife beater, who murdered her crow. I can't remember his name.
I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen it, but I know that I liked it.
I liked him kind of. He was sort of cool. I mean, aside from accidentally, I guess, killing a bird and maybe selling out Ellen Page's character. I literally, I can't tell you what happened because I have no idea if she just cried really loud or if he was like, okay, stop beating me. She's in there. Go get her. I could not tell you.
She was in the other room behind the curtains, and she was squealing a little, and so then he heard her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some of that. And
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, again, bad hiding place. Did the guy not have a bathroom? Like, you couldn't hide in the
It
bathroom?
was kind of
Like,
short notice. Somebody was busting in the house.
No, he was okay, for a guy that needed money or vagina or drugs, whatever he needed from him, he sure as shit was very polite. It's me. Like, nobody, like, why did he just, first of all, the guy was like 500 pounds. He could have just broke the door, but I get, so, I mean, no, they had a lot of time to be like, go hide in the bathroom.
Brisket's here. I need my money. I don't know if his name was Brisket, but he should have been called Brisket.
I feel like the story could have been good if it were just done differently. In the sense of like, there's okay, like I think it's also I'm thinking of the movie 13. God, that movie is fucking. It's not garbage, but it's garbage. Like, it's so, like, nobody at 13 was like, okay, I can't really say nobody, because, like, well...
Pressed. Wes is pressed. You see him over there? He got pressed.
That was my life at 13, by the way, but
you were shooting heroin and fucking dudes on couches?
No.
Oh,
but I was smoking weed, and I was around those things.
Okay, right.
I was a shy 13-year-old, but I was smoking weed and drinking and doing things I shouldn't have been doing.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
Then you got,
And I had friends like them.
Right. I don't know. I guess it's like a person who grew up like with just a shitty household and like not doing anything teenager like related. Like, it's weird looking like back on those things or even watch those as a teenager. Be like, teenagers don't do that. Like, what the hell?
And then
like growing up and then being like, oh yeah, such and such went to school. He's like a heroin addict. Been doing heroin since he's 10. Heroin. I didn't even know how to buy weed as a teenager. Not that I wanted to, but like. But people out there like buying, like finding heroin. Like, how do you just? I don't even know how to find a drug dealer now. Like, you can't. Like, as far as I know, it's like don't ask, don't tell. Because like if you wanted to contact our drug dealer, we don't do that. You can't know about my like. So it's like, how do you find a drug dealer? it's like it's trying to find a unicorn. So like to me, I was like, teenagers don't do that. Like that's like, but there are like certain films that are like that, like Finding Carter. Where it's like they just yeah, my name's such and such, and like my parents are just always gone, and I just always have vodka, and like we're just always drunk. Like your parents come back and they don't realize all of their liquor is gone because you've been the only one home. They're not like, oh, Veronica, like seriously, like oh come on, like really nobody got beaten. Like it's just.
All right, well, look, look, we're side noting here really hard. All right, let's get back.
Okay, right. I'm sorry.
No, okay, we've already talked about a little bit about it and got your input, but let's talk about some scenes from the movie that just really set it up to be the garbage that it is. Like, what is a scene that you? We'll go around and see if we can. I mean, Grandma might not be able to, have committed.
I'll tell you. Can we go with mine? Can we go? Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite scene is. I'm gonna call him Chet because I feel like this is a Chet move. If he was slightly cooler, but not really being in a good way. But like, obviously, Chet's not cool.
To being a dick.
Yeah, but in a cool dick way, not just a dick way. But when him and her in the car.
Yeah.
There was no explanation to that.
He picks her up. So, like, he picks her up, picks up Ellen Page's character and, like, hanging out in the car. And then, like, he, like, forces himself on her and, like, bangs her. And then they get done. And they're, like, sitting in the car. And he's, like, goes to light up a cigarette and, like...
It's backwards. The cigarette is backwards. And I'm like, was the director just like, yo, Francis, let's keep that. That's good. Like...
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know if the director or anybody was even paying attention at this point. But that's probably why it's the best part.
What do we refer to that as?
Oh, I'm getting to it. And then proceeds to like kick her out of the car, which, if anything, this movie does, it did invent the Trass come and dump.
I mean, I was gonna mention that was sort of on the lines of my favorite scene, but not because of that happening, but because of when we were watching it, a certain thing happened during that sex scene. A horse popped up on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And Chrissy was like, what in the fuck is this? I'm like, you remember earlier she was a horse? Like a wild horse?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I was just
why?
Like,
I forgot about the horse part.
Why?
It was so weird. I can't remember what I said, though, about the horse. So I was like, what? Like, because
I don't know. They did that shit in Rob Zombie's Halloween, maybe.
Yeah, the horse.
Maybe she felt free like a wild horse.
Maybe some psychological bullshit. This director that.
Yeah.
So without really like spoiling the whole thing. You know, basically, you know, she runs away and her brother goes missing. She's supposed to be watching him. I mean, really, that's the whole fucking thing.
No, her brother goes missing and then she runs away.
No, it's happening in sequence, like back and forth. It's like it happens before and after. You see both both parts of it.
Because I mean, I thought that like she was supposed to be grounded and stay inside, and then she went outside, and then her brother went missing. Because then she came back and gave them his hat. So she didn't run away. She came back and was like, you know, and then she fully ran away after that.
Well, after the legendary comment dump that happened, she was in a. No, wait, that wasn't after. That was after she had killed the dude.
Yeah, but it was.
It
was before though, right?
So she went running out with the sheet around her and was on a bus the entire time, but then that's when she got the come and dump, and then she went back home. But so it's kind of unclear, like the time frame. It was kind of weird.
I thought the time frame was her brother went missing, she ran away, and then all that other shit happened.
No, she was having some kind of crazy trip out session going because she's a psychopath. I believe. I think that the movie leaves a bunch of like conspiracy theories out there. You can be like, I thought we were watching it backwards. Was the psychiatrist inside of her head? Like, was she making that up? It was all white. The dude was like fucking weird as hell.
I mean, the thing is though, like, to anybody like that's listening or watching this or both, like, you're probably thinking like, man, this sounds like a good movie, until you forget that like all this shit that they're explaining is fine and all to a certain extent in any other kind of a movie, but the way this movie was literally shot, the cinematography of it, the cutting, the fucking multiple scenes, the like fucking seizure-inducing moments. Yeah, I mean, like,
the only other movie I can think that's like that would be Watchmen.
Watchmen's not even like that. But
it was comic book style, is what I mean. Like that kind of like slamming onto the screen, but like it was nowhere near. There's no other movie like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I thought like we were watching it like in reverse, or like we were watching it from the ending to the beginning. So again, like I thought after seeing the ending and the full thing was like she was told that she was grounded because she dressed provocatively, and then and then she went outside when she wasn't supposed to. She was supposed to stay inside with her brother.
Because there was she didn't. They didn't want her to go outside because there was going to be a blizzard,
right,
but she went out with her brother anyways.
Right.
Before a blizzard was going to happen, which doesn't make it like it doesn't make any sense. There was no blizzard.
There was like very little snow.
It never made any sense.
On the ground, but like, so yeah, I thought it was like in that order where it was like cool, and then she came back and like called the police, did what they had to, and then she officially ran off, and then that's how because she was looking for her brother the whole time. She wasn't. Well, so I mean, it just seemed to be that
It seemed to me though, like in the middle of the movie, she was having these sequences of like panicking, looking for her brother, but her brother was already gone, type deal. That's why I was saying, like, was she crazy or?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I
like
guess,
it had been tormenting her, type deal.
Yeah, like I guess that it was like that's what I was saying, like
And maybe the movie didn't tell you the full story either.
Which is why it's shisty.
Yeah, they should have done that, but also like my thing was I think his name was what, Billy Zero or something?
something like that.
Billy Zero.
Yeah, some dumb
Zero
name.
Billy.
First of all, he looked like he was ripping off that one band freaking from like England or some shit. The fucking, oh my god, fuck, I can't remember. They got a weird name. Something, whatever.
Something.
Yeah,
that's a hot band, dude.
Yeah, I like that song by them.
No, like, yeah.
Every person in England's like, yeah.
He had like pointy shoes and shit. Like, I don't know, it was really weird. But
how about
it was a figment of her imagination.
Hey, how about the goth kid from South Park with the curly hair? Kind of like him.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, but so what you were just saying to that point. So right, she had already been tripping out about this kid she had seen at school for all that time.
But that's a typical girl thing.
No, saying that they were together, having these scenes of like being together, and then at the end, he finally like was, hey bitch, I see you. Come on, get in my car.
Yeah, but also understand that like my thing.
Yeah,
is,
exactly.
Like, it was really weird because like. You
just come and dump it, man.
Yeah, and I don't. I mean, I get it because like guys can be that way, but at the same time, it didn't make any sense because it's like it was weird. Like it was just like, I mean, shit. He could have just said the sex wasn't that great, or he could have been like, hey, I'll call you tomorrow, bye. And like
She thought he was coming in for a warm embrace, and he was opening the door. Classic.
I mean, I can't handle this movie. Like I can't handle the way it was shot. I can't handle the way like it was written. Like it's like that one weird art kid got to make a movie, and it's like, see, this is why shit that you think hasn't been done before would work does not work, okay? Like,
Right, yeah.
plain and fucking simple. Not saying people shouldn't try things, but sometimes you get the Tracey Fragments.
But I think you should try to. If you're out there and you're listening, just get it and just
If
watch
you think
it.
you're a fan of Elliot Page, you know, like I get, Elliot Page now is what
Yeah.
they are called.
Yeah,
But anyways, go ahead. If you're a fan of them, check out the Tracey Fragments. But go
If you
ahead.
like A24, watch Tracey Fragments. You'll probably like it.
We had a good friend of ours one time recommended we watch. What is it? The Vegas movie with
Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las
Yeah.
Vegas. We watched it. It was really fucked up, but we watched it. So we're recommending that you watch the Tracey Fragments, and maybe you can,
But unlike
Enjoy
Leaving
it.
Las Vegas, you probably won't be impressed with the Tracey Fragments.
So before we hit up to our next break, let's just go around the room one time. I would rate it. I have to give it a 1. I can't give it a 0.
0.5.
Fuck. Damn. Okay.
I mean, I said 0. I'm sorry. I make the rules here on the scale of 0 to 10 because this is trash.
She is the
We
captain
can
now.
do that. It is a 0 because it could have been done so much better. I'm sorry. Like the story is there. They just fucked it. They did what that guy did to Tracy. They come and dumped it. They're like, let's formulate a fucking plan. There you go. Bye. There it is. It's like they really did that. To
And
it.
Grandma, finally, you.
I give it a 9.
A 9.
All right, Grandma, you got 2 minutes. I'm literally giving you 2 minutes to give your thing. Go.
Your rebuttal. Why is it a 9?
I give it a 9. I would give it a 10, but it gets a -1 because, I mean, one thing Chrissy said that I agree with, it could have been filmed better because some of the shots are very confusing and nauseating. But, like, the fucked upness, like, you have to, like, it's like you're watching it in your brain, not with your eyeballs.
I don't have a brain, Jessica.
I'm sorry.
If I only had a brain.
But, I mean, yeah.
I can respect that.
I mean, we call Chrissy what, Scarecrow?
What?
What is Scarecrow? Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Oh,
One
yeah,
had
yeah.
No courage. 10 men had no heart.
Maybe that could
could
be
be
her
Tin Man.
nickname.
Kidding.
The Crow.
I mean, legend has been told I'm still haunting people, even though I'm not in their life anymore.
Did you
So,
know?
I mean,
Did you know if you
Wow.
did you know if you touch a crow and you try to send it back out in the wild, it's gonna die, you fucking idiot? Did you know that?
it's gonna be a weird freak to all the other crow buddies.
Because they're gonna smell you on it.
All right,
Anyways.
let's give Grandma back another minute here.
Yeah.
Minute 20.
I mean, that's really all I got to say about it.
Really? I gave you that much time.
Yeah.
You gave it a 9, and you you pull a Tracy on a Tracy Fragments on us. I'm gonna give it a 9, and here.
Somebody's fronting, I think.
Well, I think with that being said, I think we'll finally go into our final break. When we come back, we'll talk about some other Trass. I don't know.
Welcome back from break, guys. It's our last little segment of the episode of the old talking about that shitty ass movie in our last little segment, I guess, the Tracey Fragments. Now we're gonna move on to some of our own fragments.
Nice way to put it.
That would be dun dun dun.
Talk about our fragments.
Yeah, I mean, why are you going looking at me for? Come on, Grandma, what about our fragments?
He pointed to you.
We've been
specifically.
filming.
Yeah, we've been filming, man. I figured you want to talk about that. Like I pointed to
We're
you,
just
like
speaking
motherfucker, like.
So we threw down some recordings. We were working on a couple different projects at the time, and we had some, like in the Fresca Files video we made. We did that together, me and Wes and Grandma, and now this time we're recording again, and we have Chrissy involved in it. So it was her first time. Well, you've seen her on the podcast, but like, I feel like it's like you're looking at all of us, but like whenever you're like recording a video, it's like right in your face, and so it's kind of nerve wracking sometimes.
Thank
I
God
think.
for alcohol.
It's never been a set up production for her.
Yeah. So
No.
how was that process for you? For someone that's never
Thank
recorded
God
this
for
stuff?
alcohol. The end.
Okay.
It was,
So are you admitting that you used alcohol on the set?
no,
Okay, good, because it was a real set anyways.
no.
When it's your friend's backyard. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, I don't know, like, would it be cool to be an actress or like be an movie? Yes, but then like you're there in front of a camera and you're like, I don't like this is weird. Like,
Everybody's watching.
Get a little
me.
nervous,
Yeah.
maybe get a little
Definitely
stage fright,
probably
I guess,
would've.
quote unquote.
I think it's like riding a dick. You know, the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Exactly. I mean, like, look at
you
Josh.
sucking a dick.
Either thing you get experience at, like
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
you know.
anything goes.
when you're working with hoes.
But no, I mean, I guess I could say I was the same, and even
Yeah.
still, like, I have the same issues. Like, I'll get like a little nervous at first or something, but like the more and more I'm doing it, the more and more I'm just like, I guess it's getting like more comfortable with the process and
Yeah, my
knowing like
knees
I don't
get
have.
weak.
Yeah,
My
so
arms get
what
sweaty.
you're saying is the more you use it, you know, your muscles get stronger and they're not so weak, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Right.
And then it's not really.
I'm not gagging as hard. You know, that kind of thing.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's called
so-
muscle memory.
Right, yeah. So if you
Yeah.
use it, then like, you know, you won't
lose it.
it won't
exactly.
it won't hurt anymore,
Yeah.
you know? So you just keep exercising.
Oh yeah. I know what
Yeah,
you mean.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
I mean, that's how I got the Jaws of Steel, you know?
Yeah.
Jaws of Steel.
Jaw
I mean, sucking life's
exercises.
dick, you know? It ain't easy.
I don't usually suck. I usually take in the ass. I usually take it hard. I mean, that's
Hey,
all
I mean,
life
if
goes
that's
for
what
me.
you want, man.
That's my
If
fragmentation.
that's how you like to take the fragments.
Like, it's like square, over and over again. And then I'm just sitting there like, well, rinse, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people could relate to that.
Yeah.
But no, like, I think it was fun. Like, we were actually filming for like just some little like trailers that we're gonna get into, I guess. You know,
They'll be coming soon.
for future content that we also tried to experiment with as well. So, you know, I'll go ahead and spoil it. You know, we filmed like a game trailer, you know, for Trass Gaming, since, you know, this is the TRASSCAST. You know, we have a gaming section with Trass Productions. I mean, look at the man's hat. I mean, he's, you know, the Trassy
It's a shitty umbrella.
CFGHIJK.
Elemental P.
Yeah, it's like it's the Trass umbrella, you know.
Yeah.
You know, watch out for them Trass zombies. But on a more serious note, we try to stream, which we're also trying to bring to Twitch and YouTube, and well,
it went great. We were
having fun.
We were having a
Susan.
good time. A lot of stuff happened.
But you'll never know about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have the best, you know, camera, but you know, the camera that we are using, we just didn't have the proper cord, you know. Had to use that hand-me-down. You know, we didn't have the Yeti camera like we are now.
Yeah,
Had to use that snowball camera.
if you know what I mean.
You know.
But I mean, you know, next time, you know, we could always like maybe warn people about like us, you know, streaming or, you know, doing something. That way they know to be on the lookout.
I mean, isn't that what we're doing now?
I mean, I was thinking maybe we could just kind of like role play it. You know, kind of role play like the situation of having a better camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to give it blue? I mean, yeah. Do you want to give it blue hair?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think that might be cool. These cats need to get out of here though, because when I'm over here like recording, like I don't need them in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at a lighter and some cigarettes right now, and I'm just freaking.
That's why, you
I'm
know,
offended.
God
Yeah.
forbid you smell like cigarettes and vape smoke, because, you know.
Your parents are gonna murder you when you get home.
Yeah. When I get home to mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mom might call you out and say, "Hey, you been smoking?"
Hey, you been smoking?
Well, okay. Well.
Even though you
Rick's
can't,
gonna
even
whoop
though
your
you know
ass.
you just.
She would. I mean, she told me once she'd make me eat a carton of cigarettes if she caught me smoking. Not smoke, eat. You will eat a carton of cigarettes, and I will take you to the ER, and you will be made better. And then we're gonna come back home, you eat some more cigarettes, and I'm gonna bring you back. Like, oh, okay.
Who the that's torture.
My
That's
mom was-
I
child
call a
abuse.
bluff.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, my mom was crazy, and she stabbed me. I wasn't about to test her.
I know, but I'm not saying she wouldn't do it to the point to take you to the hospital, but like take you back and then rinse and repeat. I don't know.
Oh no, she would.
You
just
think
needs
she'd
some
go all
Natty
the
Light,
way?
and
She
she'd
would
be
go.
like-
She would grab the natty light on the way back from the hospital.
She
and
literally
feel love to
would.
do it.
She'd be like, "Open this fucking can."
Gotta get this and another
I
carton
mean,
of
I've seen my
Winston
mom
Light.
chug prescription liquid medication out, like, straight out the bottle on the way home, and I'm like, "Are we gonna die?" Like,
Jesus fucking
my mom was
Christ.
saying, like,
What kind of fucking podcast is this?
my mother is the most terrifying person I've ever experienced in my life. I'll square up to Josh. I don't give a fuck. But my
She's
mama,
built different.
my mom, woo,
Dude, she's so nice though.
give her some natty light and
No,
say
I
one
don't want
wrong
to.
thing.
No,
and you're
no,
gonna get, like,
no.
I could see
I'm
it.
good.
She's psychotic. I love my mom.
If
Your
you're
mom
watching
can
this,
throw
we
down.
love you.
Hey, I've never said a bad thing about you. Remember that?
We love
I
you.
still have
love
the
my wife,
cigarette holder.
remember?
Yes.
You got her the cigarette holder.
I can't wait for Christmas.
No, my mom would like. I've always brought up the fact that she stabbed me, and she's like, "Well, you shouldn't have got in the way." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay." Like, she's got no shame. She's. You
I
know,
can see
not
where you get
raging.
it from.
Yeah, she's you know, and yeah, it's like.
If you come home and I'm smoking a cigarette, are you gonna make me eat a whole pack of a whole?
Yeah, I will. I'll be like, "Where'd you get the money?"
She's gonna stab you too.
Eat the Winstons and get stabbed now.
Yeah, that's.
Get cut, J Daddy.
But I think it's also like my mom didn't want to catch me smoking because, like, you know, cigarettes are expensive, and at that time she smoked Pall Mall and was like,
So-
"You get in my Pall Mall, I will kill you.
So
you will die."
so if you smoked just her Pall Malls, she would go buy a whole carton and make you eat them, then make you eat another whole carton. Like,
no, she'd probably buy like a cheap ass like carton and be
some
like,
raves.
Yeah, be like,
Yeah.
yeah. I would say Virginia Slims, but I think those are really expensive.
Oh, they are, they
very,
are.
Oh,
like-
yes.
So she'd make me eat like the
USA
cheapo stuff.
Golds.
She'd probably just go buy like the
Yep.
tobacco that you used to roll with and just be like, eat this, just eat it like
You can imagine.
That and paper.
It was so dry.
Or she would have pulled butts out of the trash. She'd have done
Oh
something.
God, man, come on.
I'm telling you, I don't know. That's just what she said to
Brutal.
me. And the only reason why she said that is because, you know, my neighbor, Jimmy, God rest his soul.
Oh, Jimmy.
He
Rip neighbor Jim.
he got caught smoking, and they made him smoke a carton. And guess what?
They
Guess what?
fucking Bobby Hilled him. They fucking did it. No fucking cap.
Yeah, they bought the carton, and then eventually they were just buying him cigarettes because they fed his addiction. So
This don't bother me at all.
I was gonna say, if you remember on fucking King of the Hill, that's what they did to Bobby. They caught him smoking.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Hank Hill's like, "Now, son, I'm gonna make you sit here and smoke this whole thing." He got him all sick, and then next thing you know, like, he's trying to smoke another cigarette. He's like, "Damn it, Bobby!"
Oh man.
And then fucking, because that's when Hank gets back to smoking again too.
Yeah, I think so
Yep.
is Peggy.
And then Peggy,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
they used to smoke and shit, dude.
But
fucking,
didn't Bobby turn
ah.
green when he's like he's
Yeah, it was just like the best fucking thing. He's sitting outside. He's just like about to puke. He's like, God, I wish they would reboot that show.
Yeah, that's a good show.
I mean, they did
Dale
Beavis and
was my
Butthead,
favorite.
but
And Beavis and Butthead has not been bad. Has
no,
it?
they got any more episodes or?
Yeah, actually, I think we've got 2 that we haven't watched.
I'm not a red. Say sorry.
You say sorry to Beavis and Butthead right now.
Redman.
You say sorry.
Yeah, it was funny because I was talking to Brooke at
Champagne
school a couple
bottles.
weeks ago, and she's talking about like hashtag Beavis Butthead. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't born in that generation, so I guess I just don't get it or like it. And she's like, I wasn't born in that generation. I'm like, oh shit, that's right, you're younger than me.
Yes.
She's like,
Like I
like
don't.
she's trying to compute what you just said. She's like, well, but I'm.
Her parents are obsessed with it. That's why
Oh,
she
man.
likes it.
I like watched a few episodes and just
South
kinda
Park.
like, you know, when I was younger and just
South Park.
South Park is superior.
It's
Yes.
it's we actually we need to watch that one you guys are talking about. We haven't watched it yet.
The streaming wars.
Yeah.
Streaming Wars, yeah.
Is it like an hour?
There's 2 parts. That's
There's like 2
an
parts.
hour and something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to watch that. I was saying we need to maybe we'll go home and do that.
Yeah, they're
Now that's some
good.
trash right there.
Have you watched the specials where they turn into adults?
No,
You gotta watch those too.
I haven't watched. I've been
I
out of
actually
touch.
quite
I hadn't-
enjoyed those. Of course, you know Cartman was definitely my favorite. He becomes a preacher,
I mean, is Randy an
No,
old
he's got a
man?
preacher because a rabbi.
a rabbi.
Is Randy an
yeah.
old man, or is he not in it?
No,
yeah,
he's in it.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah, he's an old man. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I didn't like him as much as she did, but
Yeah.
It was.
'Cause-
I'll say this. It was like.
it was more. It was definitely Trass.
It was like when Rugrats did the episode where they were all grown up, and it's
All
like,
grown
okay, that
up.
was nice. Don't do a series of it because
Don't
the
do it
series
again.
the series was terrible.
All grown up.
Yes, and it was terrible, but the special was good. It's like, okay, now
I don't know.
we
I
see
like
them
All
older.
Grown Up.
I don't.
I
I
mean,
watched
what do
like
you-
one
what-
season of
what
it.
do
And I
you
was
mean?
I like
done.
it better than the reboot.
The
Sue
original,
me.
dude. The original was like for grown ups. What do you mean when they're all grown up? It's already adult themed when they were.
Well, yeah. So is the newer
This
ones
motherfucker
too.
had a screwdriver in his diaper, bro.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the creators were fans of Doctor Who.
Don't talk about babies' pee-pees like that. That's weird.
Say what?
Dude, I'm getting canceled after this.
We're all getting fucking
the first
canceled.
shenanigans,
Cancel J Daddy.
I'm canceled.
Hashtag
Say
cancel.
sorry.
Comment
No, but yeah,
cancel
really,
J
like-
Daddy down in the fucking
But
section
honestly,
below.
though, how were they not paying attention? I mean, no offense, but it's like, dude, you change your child. How do you not find a screwdriver in there? Like,
He's hiding it up his ass.
They took it out before they got changed.
oh, wow.
Where did he put it?
On the floor?
Yeah, he usually threw it over by his toys and shit. It was his toy
Yeah.
screwdriver.
Okay,
Well,
He
look,
only carried it around when he needed.
if
That
I
was
look,
back then when they made toys that were like real, you know.
Oh,
they
yeah.
weren't that
But
little rinky dink
if I
shit.
do get canceled, next time we have an episode, just put like a censor bar right here. I'll still be here talking, but no one will know it's me. I'll just be behind the censor bar.
yeah.
It'll be just a big canceled.
Yeah. Slap it on my head.
I mean,
baby.
I was thinking like what we could do is like we could get like a fat head of you, and just, you know what I'm talking about, like the posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get like a fat head, stick it there, and then like we'll cut a fucking hole out of the mouth and stick a speaker, and then we'll just have you like off somewhere else, and you just speak through that, and you just become out the speaker.
I
you know?
am the Wizard of Oz. I'm
You'd be like, so
behind
this is this is as close as I can be off the podcast since I've been canceled. Unfortunately, they needed me to continue the show, but I was canceled. So
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. I mean, I've said worse,
yeah,
but either way, I like how you tripped me into that, and that was great. That was classic.
just totally dug you.
Well, I mean, it's just the way you said it, you know, like you were
Dragging me through the dirt. What color's the top of that drink you got over there?
red.
I'm about to say, if she had red pants on, she'd be looking like that bottle upside down. Because she
Yeah.
got blue lipstick on, white shirt, you know?
Well, she's got a
Oh,
little
so-
red on her shirt.
I was so confused. I was talking about Jessica, and I'm like, that is purple. Her shirt is purple. That's purple.
Yeah.
Pink. What are you talking about?
So,
buddy.
so you, so
That's
you
too
mentioned the
freezing.
gaming. What kind of gaming we're gonna see on here?
I mean, you know,
What kind of gaming
same.
we're gonna see up in this thing?
We're seeing some trash gaming. Like we tried to do Mario Party.
Sorry, it's a cigarette
Blaze.
smoke that I'm allergic to.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, Devil K. But Mario Party All
Triple K is
Stars.
illegal, so I see what you did there.
So Mario Party All Stars is what we tried. Which, if you've played fucking the original and you played that, you'll know that
It was garbage.
All Stars is trash. It's not so much garbage because it's enjoyable, and that's the thing on like the gaming channel. Like we want to have like. We don't want to play like GTA and shit only for the fact that like everybody loves playing that stuff. We want to play something that's like not GTA, but at the same time we don't want to play something that's unplayable or known to be like really hard and unenjoyable. Like it's got to have an appeal to it. It's got to be more like, I mean, I don't know, like I feel like SSX Tricky. I don't know, for some reason I love that game for the PS2. Like
Yeah.
that's a fucking Trass game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good gameplay game, but like it's not like the best snowboarding game that probably ever came
got
out,
this fat dude that's
or the
on-
most
You
realistic.
got this fat dude does a belly flop for a special move on his
Yeah,
thing,
like
you know,
that's like
shit that.
Trass. Yeah. Like the characters were
Yeah.
just so Trass. I
Yeah.
mean, which hopefully I plan. We can plan to
The
stream that as
sound
well.
chips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
fucking
voices.
the fucking David Arquette is fucking the dude with the ginger afro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking it was just classic shit like that. We want to be able to play that, and also board games, which we haven't done yet as of yet, but we're gonna bring that along too. So, not a popular game that everybody loves,
Recording?
but something that's not shit at the same time.
No,
you know?
like I was thinking. No, I was talking to her on the way over here. Rhett and Link came out with a game called "We're Still Good," and like basically, it's almost like Cards Against Humanity.
There's extra work in it, which
Which I think is good because it's the part that's funny. So like basically, it's like a what do you call it? Like a disaster scenario.
yeah.
And like it'll say something, and it'd be like,
You pick the best card, like Cards Against Humanity,
Yeah.
so it'll have like a thing, and then
so
but
like
then
there
after
was
that,
so like there was a storm, and then the car gets like, but then there was but then you got hit by a truck full of dildos. Right, and then you would say, then it's your turn, and you write down something. You would say, but we're still good because,
put a positive spin on it.
but we're
make
still
it
good
funny.
because you got plowed by a bunch of dildos,
Well,
or whatever.
yes, we're still good because the
it
dildo
sounds
story-
trashy, but it also sounds very similar to a lot of other games. But at the same point, that is
Yeah.
Trass.
It's basically like Cards Against Humanity with like homework involved.
But
Yeah.
but you adding your own spin on it is
Yeah,
what
like a personal touch.
would be like you could just be complete garbage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
There you go with that. That's a good. Even though it's technically a card game, that's still something that could be considered Trass. Also, the turd plunging game. You said that you plunge a fucking plunger into a toy toilet, and a turd pops out the fucking back tank. Like, I've never plunged and had a turd pop out the back tank. Because that's not how that shit works, but
Literally.
unless somebody, like, has a spring-loaded turd in their fucking, water tank, and then it's like, waiting for the plumber to fucking, come and plunge it, all of a sudden the turd just shoots out the fucking,
I've also never picked a booger out of my nose and my brain fly out, but in Gooey Louie,
I was
I mean,
fixing
that
to
is
mention
true.
that a past girlfriend of yours, bequeathed that upon to us, and
Yeah.
we could play that
Queefed
too.
on y'all? All y'all?
all of us.
Yeah.
It didn't smell great.
but
I mean, I only have like one thing to say in the 243 we have left here is the fact that I'm officially divorced as of the 31st, if that was a Friday or whatever day it was, and I'm excited about it.
You got a divorce.
So it's like
you got a
although-
star.
yeah. So it's like, I'm officially divorced, and it's like now all I gotta do is wait like a couple more years, more than a couple more years until both my kids are 18, and then I can literally be 100% done with that old chapter, because it's like,
Chapter.
So, I mean, it's something you're going to be... So something you're gonna be moving on now from, you know what I mean? Like, in a sense, you still got, like you said, 18 years, but at the same time, you got something else you're gone of.
yeah.
So you could bring it to the Trass, man. It's no more, dude.
Yeah.
No more of those
I'm
chains.
about to start whoring out, so y'all get used to me wearing no clothes. I'm just kidding.
She's gonna be fucking wearing no filter because we're gonna be bringing the Trass, man.
And take those broken wings and learn to fly again.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and I'm gonna be
So
like Jenny
beautiful.
and fly far, 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 far away from here.
Toasted. The fate.
Do you get-
What? There's so much anger filled. You would think you just said some good news. You think you'd be like,
Yeah, I am. That's why
You're
I
like,
said.
I can't
Fuck
wait
you.
for your video.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. We're doing that.
Oh yeah, her divorce video. We're working in the project of that, working in the ideas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then also too, we got the Lost episodes, which hopefully we'll have the trailers shot for that in a couple days, and it'll just be, like I said, some of the stuff that we talked about, like the Tracey Fragments. You could actually more or less listen on YouTube to a fucking whole episode of a podcast that we did about it
We're gonna
Yeah.
regurgitate it.
with a a Trassy trailer that you'll get.
I mean, I think the platform now that we have that we're using we didn't have it before, so maybe this way, you might be able to actually get to it versus when you couldn't before. Maybe
Right.
you've already listened to it and you can
Yeah,
enjoy
and
it again.
also you're going to be doing a lot of stuff with the Facebook as well.
Yeah.
We have Discord, which, I mean, if you're on Discord, I think it's, what is it? Trass.
I'm not sure. We'd have to look at that. You're the one that
Facebook,
made it,
Trass
sir.
Productions.
All right,
is
we'll
what we
try
are.
to link it or something, get the stuff
We'll
linked
get all
on
the
the
links and
Facebook.
stuff for you. I'll make sure it
Yeah.
will be in the description below.
So if you did come from Facebook, we thank you. And if you just on YouTube, be sure to check out Facebook and have a lot more links to hopefully, Twitch, Discord, shit like that. And with that being said,
Make a fucking comment. That's what needs to be said.
like,
Also, shout out to
subscribe,
Peter from
share.
Australia.
Peter, call it, you fucking Tasmanian devil.
I have to personally send that one to him.